And so begins another episode of our series, Great American Heroes Who Overcame Obstacles in Their Early Lives to Become Resounding Successes. Today we're going to look at a young lady by the name of Sherry Lynn Sarkeesian, born on May 20th, 1946 in El Monte, California. Her family was not wealthy. Her father was rarely around. Her mother did her very best to take care of Sherry Lynn and the family. Sherry Lynn had trouble in school. She was not very good in reading, not very good in math. But what she was very good at was listening. She became one of the greatest artists we've ever known. But let's go back to 1957 when she was 11 years old. She attended an Elvis Presley concert with her mother and friends. She pointed up to the stage at Elvis dressed in gold and she said, "Mom, I want to be like Elvis." 5 years later, in 1962, Sherry Lynn met Sonny Bono in a coffee shop in the Los Angeles area. He thought she was attractive. She thought he was not very handsome, but dressed very nicely and had, in her words, the most beautiful hands she had ever seen. 2 years later, Cher was singing backup for the Ronettes through Phil Spector, who was also the production manager for Sonny Bono. Then 2 years later, 1965, Cher sang her first hit song all by herself, "All I Really Want to Do." Then later that year, as Sonny had stayed up one night and came up to the words with "I Got You, Babe," was released in summer of '65 and became one of their greatest hits of all time, as we know. In fact, in 1965, Sonny and Cher had 5 hits in the top 50 of the Billboard Top 50, which was accomplished only by Elvis Presley and the Beatles. So that's quite some impressive company there. Cher really wanted to branch out. She loved singing and she enjoyed acting even more. In 1983, she was in 3 different movies. And in one of those movies, Moonstruck, she won the Oscar as the Best Actress. In 1999, Cher had the #1 hit in the country in her song Believe. And at 52 years of age, she's the oldest woman to ever have a #1 hit, interestingly enough. Over 7 decades, in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 20s, 2010s, Cher, as she became known as, had 7 decades of at least one #1 hit. No artist in the history of rock and roll has ever accomplished that. She, as we know, is one of the great actresses of her time. And today, May 20th, she celebrates her 80th birthday. And how about this? She's still accomplishing miracles. Her boyfriend of 4 years now is half her age, 40 years old. Certainly, Cher, who sold over 100 million records, and has made over $350 million, has been one of the most accomplished artists of all time. Most of us love her. She is unique and special. There's no one else quite like her. And today, we celebrate her birthday, and just knowing that her beginnings in life were very difficult. So to accomplish where she had come and where she is now, that's a tribute to her. So just believe in your own hearts, young ladies and young gentlemen, that you can become great yourself. Never lose sight of what you really want to accomplish and who you intend to be. Hope you enjoyed tonight's episode. Thank you very much for tuning in. And we'll have another episode coming up in the very near future.